With all the challenge, change, and uncertainty that the COVID-19 crisis brings to all of us, many people are experiencing a wide array of emotions: guilt, sadness, anger, annoyance, frustration, an array of very challenging emotional states. And we learn little in healthcare about how to manage our emotions. Yet we can build our emotional intelligence. In other words, we can learn to be more aware of our inner emotional landscape. And with that awareness, we can become much more facile at regulating our emotions and acting in a way that we don't later regret. I'd like to share a very simple protocol that you can use to help you when a challenging emotional state occurs. It's called the S.T.O.P protocol, S-T-O-P. S, stop. Take a pause, a time out, even if it's only 15 seconds. T, take 3 slow, deep breaths. Doing so engages the parasympathetic nervous system, in other words, putting the brakes on what is often a state of sympathetic overdrive when an intense emotion hits us. O, see if you can move into the stance of a neutral, third-party observer who's watching you in this difficult situation. This individual is focused solely on you and what you're experiencing, and in fact, this observer is experiencing a great deal of compassion toward you. Compassion. In other words, they see the difficulty, the suffering that you're experiencing, and they're moved to alleviate it. Notice what they see from this stance. Imagine what they might say to you from that compassionate vantage point. P, praise yourself in any way, small or large. It could be, I'm doing the very best that I possibly can. Yeah, I may not be perfect here, but I know that I'm trying my hardest. And once you've praised yourself, the other part of the P is to then think about and plan what the right next steps are once you've taken on this very different observer standpoint, which allows you to step out of the intensity of the emotion and see it from a different place. I encourage you to try this out today. It's going to take practice and repetition, you can be sure of that. And yet, what I've seen in client after client after client is that with this S.T.O.P protocol, they can move from really feeling like a slave to their emotions, being blindsided by them, and regretting their actions. They can move from that to actually having a very healthy sense of mastery for whatever emotion comes their way.